Hello, this is Ishnai Ciarfox, and welcome to my stream, and I'm going to keep playing, because I have all the energy in the world. Might have done some leveling. Not that much, actually. Mostly ran around and collected items, and then smithed them up to make them look nicer. As for this music in the background, I am annoyed by it, and it is annoying that there is really no difference between that. So let's go to the Emerald Coast. Yeah, but Cobblestone Falls. I'm literally gonna go out and find some better music after the stream. Cause oh my god, it just keeps playing this same stuff over and over again. I don't remember. Not letting me go any closer to that. The rock near the falls, right? Oh. Good that there's an exclamation part on it, because I wouldn't have remembered. Nah. The exact.
Letters, huh? The top one there's seen better days, that's for sure.
Somebody's read it over and over and over and over again.
My dearest, darling baby boy, when finally you come to read this, I will almost certainly be long dead.
Okay.
You see, not long after you were born, our beloved kingdom of Dundrasil was attacked by an army of monsters. I was forced to flee with you in my arms, and expended the last of my strength in ensuring that you escaped to safety. If you are fortunate enough to have been found by some kindly soul, you must seek out the King of Heliodor when you come of age.
Yeah, that worked out very well.
Our kingdom and his have long enjoyed close relations, and your father and I would trust him with our lives.
Ah, I wonder who betrayed us.
Never forget, my son, you are a prince of the kingdom of Dundrasil. But more than that, you are the luminary. Yours is a weighty burden indeed. It is you who must stand against the darkness and banish it from our world. In time, you will come to understand.
Well, it's not like I don't have time to understand. I have to do it now.
You, my darling. But it is the only way. I only hope that one day you will learn to forgive me.
For what? You gave up your life so I could live. That's not a forgivable act.
You, right? Your mother or something? Don't worry, you can tell me about it later. What about the other one?
To my dearest grandson. I haven't the foggiest how you managed it, but I met your future self today.
Timey-wimey noises.
As promised, I've buried some things here that will help you on your way. Have you read your mother's letter yet? It was in your basket with you when I first found you. It was because of that letter that I asked my Amber to send you to see the king when the time came.
You should have told her differently.
I only wish I'd known how things would turn out. I don't know why Dundrasil was attacked, or why King Carnelian thinks so badly of you. I'm just an ignorant old man from a little village in the country.
Hi,
but
Beth.
I do know that the answers are out there somewhere. The keystone in this box will open the door of departure off to the east. You must go out into the world and seek the truth. Remember now, don't waste your time bearing grudges, and live life
How are you
with
doing,
love
Beth?
in your heart. All the best, now and forever. Grandad.
Has more emotion over the granddad thing than the mother thing, of course.
So we used the keystone to open the door of departure and head out into the world, huh? Well, sounds easy enough.
Working well.
You better believe I'm
Scattered and
coming
tired.
with you.
Raining again. I know that feeling.
You said it was just east of here, right? Well, what are we waiting for?
I thought we were going to go get the orb, Eric.
Oh, I know what we're waiting for. I've got some unfinished business to attend to. The orb.
What's the orb got to do
The
with
King's
anything?
Barrow's not too far from here. Just down the way, in fact. Let's go claim what's rightfully mine.
What does the orb have to do with anything? Oh well. Do do do. Hmm. Do 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 do. Let's go to the camp first, and then we'll go to the Kingsborough. Campy camp, camp, camp. Who are you? Roving Emporium. Okay. You're odd that you show up random places, but you're just odd. It's more, I guess confession time. Yeah, didn't sleep very well last night. At least I think I didn't sleep very well last night. I don't really. I'm just tired. Can I make stuff with that?
What's up?
I got the key, so I need to open the door of departure, but before I go any further, alright. Rest until sunrise, and let's go! Bum, ba, ba. Let's see how you attack. Do. There you go, skeleton? Really? Do.
Another one bites.
No. Do you have any other ending comments you can make besides that, Eric? You're breaking my heart. Come on. Says the girl who keeps going the Final Fantasy fanfare song. Make their stuff. Don't know what the files are used for, but let's go. Oh no.
What the heck happened here?
Wasn't us.
Who did this to them? Huh?
How is dragon fruit, by the way? Oh, good. Like, we don't have to, go through any dungeon things of, figure out how to open it. Oh, there are monsters here. Hi, little devils. Do. Kiwi honeydew melon. Yeah, that sounds nice. Where does that lead up to? Did I go the right way? Oh, it's just an item. Ah. Hardy hide. Just going out there for that. Got it.
Let's go.
Smash.
Who else wants some?
Cool. Get up, big. Chase follow the others. Attack you first. Skip. Yeah. Well, they're fruits. Can you see if you can jam them or, I don't know, make some kind of preservatives out of them?
You can't be serious.
Thanks about that. I don't know where I'm going. Hi, Alkfree. No, it is not. It was just a basic design I really liked. Say, most of my avatars are usually designed after, need to heal. What game I'm playing, but I do have some basic ones that are just, I felt like they look pretty and I had a design for them. But, what I use is, excuse me, I am tired. Vroid, and take the designs from there and then add textures that I like to it. But yeah, this is just the general one in case I either didn't have time or didn't, for whatever reason, wasn't able to create one for the game. I'm still working on the one for the Dragon Quest one, it's just I didn't have it in time for when I got finished with the other game I was playing. So how are you doing today? So I gotta defeat it first, I guess? We have a bunch of healers with us, dang it. Smash.
Nice.
RT jump. Okay. I can jump! Seeds of Defiance. It's like those little toys that you got at Easter. Feathered hair cap. Learns how to create feathered caps. Were those little toys you got in Easter where, like, you'd press down on them and then they'd pop up?
They're taking candy from a baby! This is going to get us into his good books! I just know it! We're sure to get a big reward!
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
What?
Or
We were not gonna surprise them by hitting
Get
them?
your filthy hands off it.
Whoever you are, you've just made a seriously big mistake!
I've made a lot of mistakes recently. Grime Gorfins. $14. Oh wow. Yep, made a pretty bad. Just gonna keep healing myself, okay? Thanks.
Get away! Accelerator!
Is that slow? Just gonna keep hitting me, aren't you? Okay. Just go back to hitting me. You know, I was being sarcastic about the go back to hitting me thing, but fine, be that way. Took you long enough. Okay, Eric, your turn. Master says, what? I might as well. I have no energy today, but might as well. Zap. And Eric, what did I decide for you? I was gonna try one for eat. Yeah, they weren't exactly making it easy on us.
Amateurs. But who the hell were they? And what did they want with the orb? Well, whatever. It's back with its rightful owner now. And about time, too. You know, after they threw me in jail, I thought I'd never see this thing again. But here I am holding it. You're some kind of lucky charm, you know that? I've got a feeling that if I stick with you, everything will turn out okay.
Don't jinx it yet. We haven't
Just
actually
don't
left.
ask me what I mean by everything. That's my business.
You're gonna reveal it to me someday.
Right, I've done what I came to do. Guess we should head east and check out that door of departure place your grandpa mentioned.
Oh, I'm still in this. I was like, what's going on? Oh, I'm still in this. And they ignore me. I spoke too soon. Now they aren't ignoring me. Is there a way to... Can I jump across? No, it won't let me jump across there. I wonder if I can go out this way. Fine, I'll dismount. Watch it be gone as soon as I get back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get out of the way so I can open this. Chesty. Strength ring. Nice. Do. Anything else? Shiny? Anything? Nope. Okay. Do. Yeah. That would be the case, wouldn't it? I'm going the wrong direction. Crap! Smash! Hulk smash smash!
Another one bites the dust.
No! Eric, please! Find another, ending phrase, please. Watch all the soldiers be up and at him. I mean, I don't mind, you know, having to take out some soldiers again, but I mean... Oh, they're gone. Oh no, they're gone. Now we go out into the world beyond with our horse, who will only appear when we want him to appear. That we can't name our horse, which annoys the living crap out of me. Let's go grab our horsey. Actually, let's save, then grab our horsey. How does that sound? Save and maybe sleep? Okay, confession time. You know, I thought of a list of good confessions, but now I can't remember offhand. Confessions. I still like the Backstreet Boys. Ha, there's a confession. Do we plan on continuing? Yes. Just until dawn. Do 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 do. Horsey, horsey, let's go go. Horse with no name. I'm betting there's a name for it, but they just aren't letting us choose it. Can't continue this way while mounted. Ah, well, screw you. Fine. What you want? But now you're looking for the door of departure. Couldn't say, but certain old building up to the east with a big set of stores on it. You never know. Well, I was thinking, do you have a quest? Fine, I'll go in here and not destroy your stuff. You know? So you didn't give me a quest, might as well, you know... I'm finished destroying your stuff! Nah! I know, I know. Oh, it's making me go without my horse. What's the point of giving you this horse so early in the game if you're literally going to keep figuring out ways to get rid of the horse from me? Door departure, let's go! Yeah. Do they, like, literally have only one track in this entire... Hi. Hi, birdies.
Huh?
Did you really think you would escape me, Darkspawn?
Well, I wasn't really trying, but please.
They found us.
I guess.
Well, don't just stand there.
Convenient horses for the win.
Fire!
You killed that horse. Really?
Now, seize him!
Here, take my hand.
Are we gonna animate this? Yes, we're gonna animate it. Come on. Yay!
Quickly, the keystone.
You know, I wouldn't think that they were riding just by how their bodies are moving. Sorry, animation geek here.
You shall not escape me, darkspawn!
He's more akin to what it looks like when you're riding for that speed. You killed another horse! You're a horrible man!
Now.
I mean, you're already horrible for destroying my village, but I mean, worse. Nah, 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 nah.
You think you have won? The game has not even begun.
I know, right? I heard it's a 100-hour game. I think I'm good.
Whew, we made it. That was too close.
You were speaking of desert.
So, where exactly are we? I don't recognize this place at all.
Terra and Hoto Step. Well, good that our map knows where we are. Isn't that right, Hoto Step? Nothing back here? No. Nothing disturbed this place in aeons, yet here you are. I can only imagine what curious path has led you here, but mine is not the reason why. Perhaps I can be an assistance. How may our church assist you? Faithful disciples. Confession. I just recently did a confession. I'm not gonna do another one. Okay, how about this one for confession? I haven't seen any of the new Disney live remakes. Need supplies. I think I have enough stuff. Do 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 do. Mm-hmm. Oh look, Mount Doom. You can always, you know, get a miniature pony or something like that for that. Hoto. That looks like a mini boss. I'm not gonna bother with them right now. However, I see shiny up here, which means of course I have to go get it. Where am I lying? Sauna. Mount Fuji. I guess this is based after Japan? Or at least a Japanese spot. Went from medieval to Japanese. Cool.
Civilization at last. And I think it's safe to say we're not being followed anymore. For now, at least.
Why are you gonna jinx it?
I thought so anyway.
Two travelers come. Their timing is auspicious as the day's new dawn. My bathhouse awaits. Savor its steamy embrace as frogs do spring rain.
Are you trying to rhyme that?
Rejoice, honored guests, for to mark this happy day, you may sweat for free.
We're kind of busy to be sweating. Thanks. Appreciate the offer, though.
Too busy to bathe? Too busy to wash away the scent of the road?
Huh?
Ah.
Okay, maybe I'm not at my freshest. Fine. I'll visit your bathhouse if it means that much to you. Might as well go sweat off the journey while we have the chance. I'll see you in there, okay?
The winds bring a guest. Joyfully I shall guide him to where bliss awaits.
Is it just I'm always suspicious of everything that's happening? Like snowstorms on summer rains, visitors are rare. Your blue-haired comrade steeps. I mean, do we have to speak like that? Do we? I'm told that recipes are in bookshelves. Plain set of clothes. I have quite a few plain set of clothes I need to sell, actually. It doesn't get annoying, which is okay. That's at least good on that side of things. It's some games you end up going, I'm not gonna trust you. Wonder why. And here I am stealing people's stuff. I mean, borrowing. What do you have to offer? We're going to please. Sorry, I don't need anything new. Thank you, though. The dragon gone, huh? Mini quest, what do you want me to do? Huh? Questy! Sweat on one's brow, hammers, knifesmith, art of our fathers, a village built on this trade, a proud tradition. We need iron. Crystals in the rock, you'll find it. Head west. Am I allowed to go out without my companion? Is it safe to go out without my companion? Probably not safe to go without my companion on that one. I'll just have that one ready so that when I... Any other quests? There's one up there. I'll have that one ready just so Yeah.
How dare you! Oh!
Oh no?
Oh! That's no way to treat a lady. Didn't your mother teach you any manners?
Your words grate my ears. A good child should be silent and stay out of bars.
I told you I need to speak to the owner. It's important. He might know where my little sister is.
A child in a bar is like a fish in a tree. You must search elsewhere.
Oh, fine. If you're going to be a complete pighead about it, I'll go and ask the guards by the gate instead. Ooh, what do we have here? Well, are you going to tell me your name or not?
Aren't you a demanding little thing?
Could be worse, I suppose.
No.
Listen, you and I need to talk, but my little sister is missing, so I have to go and find her first.
Littler than you?
I never thought I'd finally meet you in a place like this. It's funny how things work out.
Who are you? Why do I feel like I need an adult? My wedding beckons. My son is to tie the knot, but he needs a ring. I have gold ore, but sadly not the talent to craft a gold ring. Could it be true? You have a fun-sized forge and know how it works. Please forge a gold ring, not just a normal one. My son demands it. Okay. Put a ring on it. I guess I have to go buy a... Oh, no. This isn't going to go well. No, no it's not. I needed a +1, right? I wonder if I get better if I try and do. I mean, this is just an idea. Yeah, but do I get better if I get a higher up, or is it just gonna be the same? Anything good in here? God, I'm looking more like Cloud with the size of the sword, though the sword is a bit bigger with Cloud, so I don't know. Another dress, huh? Chainmail, okay. Do 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 do. Where did my friend go then? More appropriate attire, oh no. Why can't he have his shirt off? That's a female. Alright, red is for females, blue is for males in Japan.
Finally. I was wondering where you'd got to. Come join me. This turned out to be a pretty good idea.
Why can't both of you be shirtless?
We've got the place to ourselves, so we may as well enjoy it. We've earned a little break, wouldn't you say?
Okay, heart-to-heart time.
Can't take it easy for too long, though. Sooner or later, those creeps are going to catch up with us. So, you've been scoping out the town, huh? See anything interesting?
Yes.
Ah, her? Yeah, she was sniffing around here, too. She's way too young to be hanging around in bars, though. No wonder they kicked her out.
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't envy her having a kid sister to run around after. They have a habit of causing headaches.
Sounds like you've had some.
Where are you?
Did you just say something?
Does that even sound like me? I'm a fucking silence protagonist.
Where are you? Where did you go?
Huh? Is that a
I can't find you anywhere.
You scared us there for a second. What are you doing in here?
I was waiting in the end. You said you were going to take a bath, but you never came back.
Yeah.
Where did you go? Why did you leave me all on my own?
10 out of 10 acting.
Sounds like she's lost someone.
She thinks it's us.
Wait. This must be the girl whose big sister's looking for her.
They look about the same
What can do
size!
to help? How about you dry your eyes and tell us your name, kid?
I'm Connie.
Nice to meet you, Connie. Why don't you come with us, and we'll help you find whoever it is you're looking for.
Really? Thank you.
I feel like we just invited an evil spirit to join us. Oh, that's cool. No, no, I know what the puff puff is! Oh, okay, fine, we'll do the puff puff. Ready for the puff puff, Beth? Oh, it isn't actually going to show the puff puff, action. Never mind. It's usually hilarious. This is the women's one. Let's stay out the women's one. Or I could go to the women's one and nobody says anything. Hi. I'm not here. Yes. In Final Fantasy 14, they have this whole puff puff scene. It's hilarious when Dragon Quest has a crossover. Just search a Final Fantasy puff puff scene. Or Dragon Quest crossover. Final Fantasy 14.
Now listen, you.
listen
I
to
asked
me,
you a
little
simple
girl.
question.
I'm
Have
telling
you
you,
seen my
I haven't
sister or
seen your
not?
sister.
Ooh!
Well, well, what do you know? Looks like she's picking fights with grown-ups again.
I wish they'd told me they only let complete pigheads live in this stupid town before I bothered coming here. Oh, it's you.
Hmm.
Hey, kid, good news. We found your sister. Why so shy? Aren't you pleased to see your big sis?
She's... Huh? I don't know why you're looking so pleased with yourself. That's not my sister. I've never seen this girl before in my life.
Huh?
I don't have any brothers or sisters. I've lost my daddy.
It's fine. It's
Stop.
just
Did you
odd.
think of I don't know, maybe asking her who she was looking for instead of jumping to idiotic conclusions?
Listen, short stuff. I'm not gonna let a little brat like you speak to me like that.
It's not that bad, just...
Point this out, but you don't have time to be standing there getting your knickers in a twist. You've got a daddy to find. Listen, I want to talk to the owner of that bar, but I can't get in there on my own. Can I come with you?
What? I mean,
No offense, but I'm coming whether you like it or not.
I needed adults. I can't have to...
I'm
No.
Veronica, by the way. Right, let's get going, shall we? I'll look after this little one. Don't worry, you don't have to rely on these two dunderheads anymore. We'll find your daddy in no... Thank you.
Kids these days, huh? No respect for their elders. Well, looks like we don't have much choice. Let's hit the bar.
See, I don't like the fact that I have 2 children following me.
Welcome to our inn, a safe haven in life's storm. Come and make merry. Warnings unheeded, the fish returns to the tree. What can deter her?
She's with us. Do you have a problem with that?
Understanding dawns. The fish has a chaperone.
Chaperone.
She is.
What kind of inn is this that won't allow kids in it? This isn't like a bar. I mean, like, completely just a bar. Say, most bar inn things allow kids
Service,
in.
if you please.
A fearsome young pup. Perhaps tea will soften her. A fine warming brew.
That sounds lovely, but I don't have time for tea, I'm afraid. I'll get straight to the point.
Hey TJ, how are you?
Blonde hair, looks a lot like me. Have you seen her?
Serena. Yes, now I recall. The young girl sought her sister, but left without joy.
That'll be her. Did she say where she was going?
Westward she wandered, sensing her sister, she said, guided by voices.
Oh no.
Westward? Oh, the idiot must have gone to help me, and I was already back here.
Oh, okay, girl.
Oh. I was kidnapped, you see. I was in the bathhouse when some monsters attacked me. They took me off to their lair. I managed to escape, so I came back to find Serena, but it looks like now she's gone to try and rescue me. Right, you lot. You're no ordinary travelers. Anyone with eyes can see that. I don't have time to explain all the ins and outs of it right now, but I need you to help me go and find my sister. Are you in?
I'm doing fine. I don't think I'll have a choice on whether I'm going to go find your sister or not. You're just going to make me anyway, so I might as well say yes and save us the trouble of this argument.
I'm leaving.
So yeah, I'm doing well.
Come with you. Sorry, you're staying put. But don't worry. I think I know where your dad might be. We'll find him for you. So be a good little girl till we get back.
You do realize you're a little girl too, right? You sure you're gonna be able to keep up?
Who do you think you're talking to? Veronica, sage of Arborea and mighty magician, can keep up with riffraff like you any day.
I was to say, with her nice,
I'm
you know.
worried about you slowing me down, if I'm completely honest. Right. Let's head west, shall we? The monster's lair is a giant underground labyrinth out that way.
Oh, fun.
I'm pretty sure we'll find Serena in there somewhere. The entrance is on the coast.
Oh, good. Being that I've never been here ever, that I should totally know directions here.
Exactly who you are, you know. Don't let me down.
I do that to everybody. Don't worry. Cat, are you gonna knock everything off? As he slowly reaches out his paw to knock over my medicine. Staring at me the entire time. Yes, you. Yep, yep. Might as well save. Alright, confession time! I still like My Little Pony. Yay. Nothing new. Woo! However, the newest generation doesn't look like very fun. Like, I'm gonna like it very much. But hey, I've been wrong before. If you're wondering what confession time is coming from, is the fact that we have to do confession to save, so I might as well actually do a confession every time we do a save. Cryptic Crypt. You played many Dragon Quest games, TJ? Why do I keep hitting that button? Just wanna. She slimes? She slimes. I didn't realize slimes had a gender, but okay. Oh, I'm also supposed to be looking for ore.
Another one bites the dust.
Hey, Prep! Bongo Drongo. Really? You just woke up? She slimes by the seashore? Yeah. Oh, and thank you for the follow, Alec Free.
Another one bites.
No, Eric, stop. Stop saying that's a quote, please. Which was the game that you played? Lump Wizards? Lump Wizards. You know, I'm gonna, like, just out of nerdiness go and watch the abridged version of DBZ just to go along with a whole bunch of jokes for this, just because.
Veronica wins again.
Yeah, I was, but somebody more or less wanted me to play this game, so I decided I was going to. I'm saying, yeah, I'm probably going to go back to playing Kingdom Hearts after this. I'm not 100% sure, though. I still need to finish the avatar for that as well. DBZ Bridge is better than anime. Yeah, it is. Though, mind you, Super is pretty good. Will you give me the iron I'm looking for? Yep. And I do like Dragon Ball Z Kai, mainly because it doesn't drag everything out like everything. Maybe should have rested. Eric doesn't do any spells. We don't particularly have to worry about him not doing spells, Lump Wizard. Probably gonna go sleep for them real quick. Kai is definitely better than the original. I mean, mind you, there are some hilarious filler episodes for Dragon Ball Z. I felt that it was just too much. Do 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 do. Well, I think, well, the one thing the Super has a problem with is they're still making manga as well while they're doing the anime, and it's kind of trying to give the manga artists enough time to create anime, and then I mean, not anime, create the actual books, and then doing the anime after that. It's just do I have like no control over her? Yeah. I'm not sure on that. I actually haven't paid attention to the news on that side of things as much. But right now, the manga is still continuing, from what I understand. But RP, might run around and... Well, Akira Toriyama is no longer actually doing the manga. He's basically giving notes to another dude, and he's doing the manga itself, doing all the drawing and stuff. So, yeah, the cryptic. Which reminds me, I haven't seen the newest, sorry, I know it's a kind of tangent off thing, is I haven't seen the newest Sailor Moon, released thing for Crystal King, for the Crystal, but yeah. But just thinking of Toei Animation, which I do actually have the Digimon game, Cyber Sleuths is another idea to play later on. But by far, Dragon Ball is their big cash cow, so I'm not sure how long Toei would be willing to put it off for. I'm just worried if I don't level up now that I'll have a big boss fight right now that's gonna, like, wreck me. There's an item there. Iron ore. Actually, can do this in the middle of a... Yes! Yes, I can! Ha! Oh, it does a double-edge bash. Okay. That was close on messing that one up. Yeah, that one's... Well, yeah, they are milking him with the games, goodness knows. There's that Dragon Ball Legends game that one of my friends plays like crazy. Well, I'm not sure what to make of it so far. I still feel like I just got into it kind of thing.
Let's go.
There. It's a good amount. the thing with some of these, at least, is you realize that you have to get into them before they're particularly good at first. Oh, cheeky! Should have known better if I saw that out in front. Hi.
Let's go. Wow.
Lump. I wonder if I could burn them to death. There we go. Takes a while to get a whole party. Which reminds me. If I'm nothing if not gonna use stuff like that on myself. Oh, that's just Japanese, for you. Japanese, RPGs for you. Oh, I have to figure out how to open the door. Fun! What puzzles do I have to think up with my mind the way it is? Up we go. Okay, there's... I guess we go for the roots? Let's go for the roots. As I see that... No! Dang it! I'm gonna hit all these, aren't I? Hit every single one of them. See shiny, go for shiny, get stuck with shiny. Ah. See me be good at puzzle games, as in beat up whoever created the puzzle game? Got it. Okay, let's head for... To the root. Touch the roots! Show me vast truths. As I sit back and get something to drink. Well, I almost forgot. There's a trap ahead.
Forgot. There's a trap up ahead. I'd forget my shadow if it wasn't so on. I can't go falling into my own trap now, can I? What would the others say? Right, I'd better go.
It's that way, okay. On a side note, I will forget probably on the way back and totally end up in that trap. But let me first go around here. Mother... It didn't show me that trap. Huh? Huh? Want to keep at it? Well, I was working on one for this one, but I didn't get it in time, done in time for this. So I'm still working on the background, but for right now. And hi, Anna. Oh no. Ew. Ew. I'm doing well. Do 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 do.
Who else wants some?
Enter the total. Use. Yeah. But how are you doing, Anna? I don't really know what to make of it so far. I mean, it still kind of feels like it's just beginning. I can ride that one. Okay, that's making that clear what I have to do to get out of this. That's kind of annoying. Come here, you. I have no clue. I haven't played the one on the Switch. See, and there's so many versions of the Dragon Quest one. Beast Bone. Alright, later TJ, hope you sleep well. Crawly boy, yeah. Did all that for 1,000 gold. Not sure if that was worth it.
That's one heck of a fountain to be hidden away down here.
No, good thing it is.
Wait, over there.
Okay.
Serena, wake up. It's me, Veronica.
Hmm? That's your sister?
Serena! We said we'd always be there for each other, didn't we? Well, I'm here for you now. So pull yourself together.
ever so sorry. It's just well, I was so awfully tired after all that searching that I needed a nap and... Veronica! Is that really you? What in the world has happened to you?
You turned into a small little girl, haven't you?
But how did you know it was me?
You're annoying.
We've been sisters a long time, you know. It would take a lot more than a new look to fool me.
Oh yes, very funny. What were you doing lying on the ground like that? I thought you were... well, that you were... you know...
Ex-sister? Deceased?
Sorry to
Passed
interrupt
on.
the reunion, but didn't you tell us Serena was your kid sister?
Well, if you want to get technical about it, actually we're twins.
Somebody use
But
magic.
we don't look the same age anymore because, well, it's all a bit complicated. I told you I was taken off by monsters, didn't I? They've been kidnapping people so they can steal their magical powers. Well, I wasn't going to let them have mine without putting up a fight. But the more I resisted, the younger I got. I don't quite understand it, but instead of draining my magic, they drained my age.
Shouldn't you have become older?
What I'm basically saying is that I'm not a child. So stop treating me like one.
I'm going to.
Okay, we get it. You're not a kid. But you still look like one. Don't you want to do something about it?
Of course I do. Why do you think I brought you here? I want you to help me clobber those stupid monsters and see if we can fix this.
I'm not sure if that's going to be the way that works in this story.
Help us, won't you? I promise to do my bit as well. I have some really rather wonderful healing spells, you know.
Yay, we have a white mage! Confession, what's a confession? I don't know. I still color in children's coloring books because it's fun. The fact that it heals me, I might kill a few things while I'm down here. A few things. See, I told you I'd forget that that one was there. But I still have my little one here, so. Told you I would forget. Completely, totally forgot. Buff. Just a weird dance. Did you just... Yeah, stole MP. Smash. Do 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 do.
Nice.
How many do I have? Eric has 3. The next one I want is Guile, which would be 8. Alright.
Let's do this.
Do 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 do. Anything in here? Do do. Do 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 do.
Right.
Wings of the bat. Mini medal.
Perhaps this will help.
Just one. Yeah, poison. Let's go get unpoisoned. I only have two. Okay. Open sesame. Did not need to do that. I wanted to do purification. Do we have to do the song and dance with it? Apparently we do. Oops, oops, oops. Touch the root. Feel the root. Understand the root. I forgot. You need a password. It was. Oh, good.
Need a password to get through here, and it was. It was. Humracadabra.
You pulled that right out of your ass, didn't you? Boo, motherfuckers!
Are you Potty? You come here and tell Jarvis that you let that lovely juicy specimen escape, and you think an apology?
Jarvis,
Ooh, this jars. Do crackpots think sorcerers like Veronica come along often? Do you have any idea what we'll have to do to nab a specimen like that again?
Well, she seems to be coming straight to you, but okay.
You knew I wanted to drain all her magic so I could earn the Lord of Shadow's respect when he came back. All my plans shattered.
The Lord of Shadows.
That's them. They're the monsters who jumped me in the bathhouse and brought me here.
Bad for jumping women in a bathhouse.
See that jar by the big fat one? That's what he was sucking all my magic powers into.
Mm-hmm.
Then I guess we'd better figure out how to get them back.
Stab him.
Veronica.
We have company.
Oh, smashing. I do love guests. Especially when they bring me presents. If it isn't the one that got away. Talk about it in the jackpot. Now, just sit tight while we suck every ounce of magic out of you. Boys, this lot have earned the VIP treatment. Get cracking.
Yeah.
Looks like we'll be fighting our way out of this one, whether we like it or not.
I was expecting that either way. Fee fi fo fum. Are you trying to be scary?
Get 'em, boys.
Jarvis and friends.
Okay. Perhaps this will help. Here.
Freeze.
Don't wanna. For safety reasons. I don't like how it moans.
This will help. Here, Eric.
Thanks.
Just 16. Cause more damage if I hit it.
Cold enough for ya.
We'll soon have that patched up.
Thanks.
Freeze.
Not gonna.
Here you are.
I feel smashy.
Uh-oh.
Are you alright? Here, Eric.
What a whirl, what a whirl, what a whirl.
I'll never be the Lord if I can't even beat the likes of you lot. Ugh. All my dreams shattered.
I don't know, find a new dream.
Who is this Lord of Shadows you keep mentioning anyway?
You'll find out soon enough when everything finally goes to pot.
Thank you for your dying words.
We'll find out soon enough, huh?
I mean, the luminary is here. What do you expect?
Right. Time to get my magic back.
I don't think it'll be that easy. Most likely it's been corrupted. I don't know.
I hope this works.
Oh, you didn't think about this before this point.
You look just the same. Were all our efforts for nothing?
No, we just needed a lolly in the game, you know? She only cares about her powers.
No need to worry on that front. I can feel the old magic zinging from the ends of my pigtails right down to the tips of my toes.
But then why do you still look like a little girl?
Oh. I'm not really sure. I suppose whatever made me younger can't be fixed just by getting my powers back.
Oh no.
But it could be worse. I mean, you know what they say. You're only young. Twice.
Trust you to see the funny side. Well, I suppose I'd better get used to having a twin sister half my size. By the way, you have noticed who we're traveling with, haven't you?
Yes.
Of course I have. And so have you, it seems. Shall we? Mm-hmm. Bold luminary, Yggdrasil's chosen. Long have we waited to greet you. We of Arborea swear to protect you. While we live, none shall defeat you.
Okay, sure.
There are those who would accuse you of bringing disaster on our world. Please, you must rest assured that they are wrong.
Indubitably, but go on.
You are a hero. The light in your eyes, the light told of in the legends of Arborea, it proves that beyond a doubt.
I knew it was you the moment I saw you.
So now you have magical twins swearing to serve and protect you? I guess you really are the Luminary,
I'm getting my hair back. I'm getting my hair back.
There's plenty more we need to talk about, but we have to take care of something first. I wasn't the only one they were keeping prisoner, you know. Now, if I remember rightly,
I'm getting my hair back.
Around here somewhere.
Like right behind? Anything else here that I can steal? Want to steal? Nope. Okay. Could it be where all the locked doors are?
Gosh, look at all these cells. What a horrid place.
No, no, somebody's alive.
Hey, who's there?
Somebody who's going, ugh. So he's probably not doing well.
Don't worry, you're safe now. We took care of that potty old fathead and his cronies.
Thanks. Oh,
You were starting to worry? And what about your poor little daughter all on her own, hmm? How do you think she's been feeling?
oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. Wait, you know Connie?
We do. And she's fine, thanks for asking. The owner of the bar back in town is looking after her. He's a mature, responsible adult, you see.
What do you know about him that he did something that we don't know?
Oh, listen, I appreciate your help, really, I do. I'm Noah, by the way. If there's anything I can do to repay you, just say the word.
Noah, huh? Where have I heard that name before?
Look, I've taken up enough of your time. I should, get back and see how, Connie's doing. Thanks a million.
I don't think you're going back to see how Colin's doing.
Well, he certainly left in rather a hurry.
You can say that again. Very fishy. Well, never mind. We should head back too. We deserve a rest.
Spend the night at the end, and then morning comes. Oh, good! I don't have to walk all the way back. I still have to turn in that other side quest. Cat, stop sharpening your claws on my goddamn chair. Nothing in here? Nope.
Awake at last, huh? Don't worry, we all just woke up too.
And now we're up. It's time to continue our little talk from before about Serena and I and how we're going to help you.
Oh.
We have a legend in Arborea. It says that one day the Dark One will descend to extinguish the light, but that Yggdrasil's chosen, the Luminary,
The
bearer
Luminary.
of the Mark of Light, will rise to meet him.
I know it's hard to believe. I mean, look at you. But it's true. You're the reincarnation of the Luminary, the man who defeated the Dark One long ago.
I mean, I think we already know these facts.
I still can't work out why they'd need to bring you back if the Dark One was defeated, to be honest. But ours is not to reason why. Once we fulfill our sacred duty and get you to Yggdrasil, I'm sure all will be revealed.
No, it won't. That's not how these legends work.
Yggdrasil, huh? Well, I for one want to know what the heck's going on. Let's mosey on over there.
Have you ever tried thinking before opening your big mouth? In case you hadn't noticed, Yggdrasil is floating in the sky. Mosey, he says. Honestly.
Wings?
They say that the Luminary visited the World Tree before his battle with the Dark One. But alas, the legends do not tell us how.
You know, I can take control of monsters. You know, we can fly up there, maybe? I don't know.
What? Not even you special protectors of the magical ancient wonder truths, no? Bummer. Yggdrasil, Yggdrasil, Yggdrasil. Wait, I think I might have an idea.
Really? What is it?
You know that guy we bust out of jail yesterday? I remembered where I know him from. He sells information to, people in my profession.
Uh-huh.
An But you think he might know how we can reach the World Tree? Wonderful! Well, what are we waiting for? To the bar.
Yay. Gonna turn in the other quest real quick. Found the ore. Beg of you, please let it. We had enough oil. I wish to test you. You passed with a bloom. You have a true miner's heart. Keep the ore. This totem's yours. I love iron arms. Iron broadsides, cast iron claymores. Hardy har har. Head hurting.
Come on, Daddy. Let's go. The nice man who keeps bringing you drinks must be getting tired.
Just one more for the road, sweetie. You never know. He might
He's a drunkard.
have some hot gossip that I need to hear.
Fishing for rumors, huh? Some things never change.
Some things never change.
You're Noah, right? In the circles I used to move in, you were pretty famous. You were the guy who knew things for the right price. No nugget of knowledge too big or too small. Noah the know-it-all knows them all. That's what they used to say, huh?
And what if they did? I can't help it if juicy tidbits have an habit of falling in me lap now, can I? I don't go trying to get mixed up in this stuff. It just happens. Like when I mistakenly went in the ladies' baths and...
Yeah, you mistakenly,
I only stuck my head in there to see what all the commotion was, and there they was, attacking some poor girl. Normally, I would have walloped a lot of them, of course, but I just had me tea. The villains collared the both of us and... Well, I just hope she's all right.
She... kind of. Anyway, we were wondering if you might be able to help us out. What do you know about Yggdrasil?
Crikey, you lot don't do things by halves, do ya? Got a big score in mind, eh?
Big score.
Well, seeing as how you saved me life, I'll tell you what I know. On the way here, Connie and me was travelling across the desert when we came down with a bad case of heat stroke.
Oh, really?
We didn't have no grub left, no water, nothing. We just about given up hope. But then, these soldiers from Gallopolis came along. Next thing I know, I'm waking up in the Sultan's bleeding palace. Oh, talk about lucky. Anyway, when I come to, that's when I seen it. Beautiful it was. This rainbow-coloured branch thing. All shimmery and beautiful. Well, I know top-end gear when I see it. If that weren't a branch of the old world tree, I'm a monkey's uncle.
Well, you could also be that and that be the, branch of the old world tree, but okay.
Did you hear that, Veronica? A branch from Yggdrasil herself.
Yes. Lighting the path ahead for the luminary.
It sounds like we need to take a trip to Gallopolis. So it turns out you are capable of having ideas that aren't completely stupid.
They get together before the end of the game, don't they?
We should head for the desert right away. It's beyond the checkpoint southwest of here. That marks the border with Gallopolis. I do hope you won't mind us tagging along.
You already swore fealty to me. That means you're coming along anyways.
We of Arborea swear to protect you. While we live, none shall defeat you.
I don't think you understand how bad I am at games. Are you doing this thing again?
Here, you'll need this to get to Gallopolis.
A hand? Sorry, couldn't help it. Pull up, pass.
The guards at the checkpoint are awful sticklers for formalities, but if you show them that, they should let us through.
No, good that we do have it already. Instead of having to go through a side quest to try and get it. Photo. See about getting gear for everybody. She has a whip? That's creepy that a kid has a whip. I mean, I know she's not technically a kid, but it's still... I have outfits available. I mean, should I? I don't have any outfits for her. I feel, some part of me feels offended by doing that. I can't bring myself. I have fishnet stockings for her. I mean, I didn't steal it from before, but I mean, it's not like it's showing up on her anyways. Oh, I just remembered something. We happen to have a little spell that make it easier. Just give me a minute. Over there. Learn zoom. Zoom. Travel back to anywhere you've been before, quick as a flash. Oh, good. I know fast travel now.
Hey!
Party talk.
What's up?
It's a little pain, but I got my magic powers back. I'm getting so stop. Just doing their brains. Certainly a lot more people than Hoto. When we get there, I think we'll. Nah, we're probably not gonna get a chance to have a rest there. Do I get all the party members together? Are we like, am I gonna like, by the end of it, have like 50 people that I'm trying to control? That'd be hilarious, actually. Please no. Only have 4 in a party? Okay.
Excellent.
Something shiny back over there.
Our work isn't done yet.
Bongo Drongo.
Right.
Strong medicine, okay. Not randomly. Alright. Bye, Prim.
How wonderful.
Do 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 do. Say. Thank you for keeping the stream up and technically lurking while you're going off and doing something else, Prim. I'll like go off and I see shiny up there. Might as well kill something while I'm at it. I need to change tactics so she's a healer. Fight wisely. Okay. Do 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 do. I think I'm going the right direction. Yeah, I'm still going the right direction. You gods. Thought you could get away. Smash. Do 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 do.
Monica wins again.
Do 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 do. pointy feathered hat cap. I'm gonna put her in it, just cause. I give up.
Are you all right?
Level up. Someone learns lightning bash. Lighten and bash. Okay. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. +2. Damn. Android 17. Well, unlike Android 17, he has no personality whatsoever. Literally. I know, right? Yeah, I did. Which looks interesting. I might save up for that one instead. Yeah, and I'm also curious to see what the point of is really to prestige, other than just for I guess shits and giggles more than anything else in the end. I keep forgetting which button to press for the map, so sorry if I keep pressing the wrong button. Robber Rabbit. Random pop-up map. Yeah. New equipment upgrades? Maybe. That's might be it. Random pop-up map. Or random menu, because I keep forgetting which menu to press to get the map up. Robber Rabbits.
Let's keep at it. Excellent. Here you are.
Frizz. Robber Rabbits. Nah. Yeah, true. I heard that they're also changing walk speed. It's not going to be in that update, but it's going to be soon. Or you can actually sprint to some degree.
Easy peasy.
Defeated 300 monsters. I am a horrible person. Say,
Oh yeah.
well, as long as we can keep in contact with each other, Beth. Mini middle. Tick tock, tick tock. Oh dear, shall be late, I fear. What are we, the White Rabbit? Doesn't step in to save the day. Tickington's time as well is truly up. Tick tock, tock, clock won't top. It's only 5 minutes to midnight. Only one, they were want to come to our aid. Hold on a tick, you clocked me, am I right? Can it be you? Can you really see me? I'm worried. Are you a Moogle? Or at least Moogle adjacent? It's about time. You're a hero, aren't you? Oh, tickety boo, you're finally here. Not a moment too soon. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Hero. My name's Ickle. I'm a Tockle from over Tickington Way, and we need your help. We have a terrible time at the moment. Can I ask you to come be the hero of the hour? Sure, why not? I knew you wouldn't take you more than a moment's thought to agree. Ishnai, are you talking to yourself now? Yes. Has the sun gone to your head or something? Well, the clock's ticking. Come on, let's show you and your friends the way to Tickington. Follow me. Oh, but wait, before we head off... I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. I did not mean to save out the 8th one, but okay. What the fuck is this? Tickington. Why has everything become 2D? Hold on, what just happened? Things all went all wavy and suddenly we're in this weird village. Oh look, he's so adorable, but who is he? Tick-tock, it looks like you clocked me too. You must be Mr. Here's friends. Welcome to Tickington, the place where a little bit of... That's just a little bit of the ordinary. Oh really? Normally only certain special people can see us Tockle types, but the second even ordinary people set foot here in our home, they can see us too. I think we need a little background here. Like, who are you? Why? Where are we? Why the heck are we here? And you know, this just the small stuff. Mario Brothers. How about you start from the beginning? The beginning? Yes, of course, the beginning. Tickety-boo. Allow me to explain. We are the Tockles, and we live here under Fraggle Rock. I mean, sorry, wrong genre. Tickington, a very peculiar place where time flows a little differently from the way it does in area. It's our sworn duty to make sure that time flows as it should, that past, present, and future are all in the right order, that all things are unfolding as intended. In other words, we make sure everything is tickety-boo! And hang on a tick. I need to tell the mayor you're here. Why don't we let him explain the rest? Just up ahead the stairs, you'll find him on the very special place we call the Echo Chamber. Is it anything like, you know, the Hyperbolic Time Chamber? Hyperbolic Lion Tamer. So come on, take a leg. The clock's a-ticking. There's no time like the present. As I busy go into other people's houses. Hyperbolic lion tamer. Is this a church? Snort. Okay, it's a church. Since time immemorial, we Talkals have carried out the sacred duties bequeathed to us by our ancestors. We've overcome. We're gonna fail the moment our ancestors can no longer continue. That's a pub. Words! Clock the second you arrived in the village. Something different about you, but don't let me take any more time. Tick tock! Look who I've got! It's Luminary, and not a moment too soon. Ah, what a marvelous timing! Welcome to Fraggle Rock. My name is Stickle, and I am the mayor of this fine place beyond time, space and time. Now the clock is ticking, but so I will be brief. My people have a sacred mission. That is why we have sought you out. Take a look at the tomes that sit in the altars around us. My guess is they're from all the other games before this, and we're supposed to fix something that went wrong during it. Am I correct in that notion? I have no clue. These sacred volumes are ascribed tales of hallowed heroes from other worlds and other ages. Ha! Since time immemorial, the duty of my people have been to guard these books and to ensure the great deeds of the past live on in the present. That's why we created the place we now stand, the Echo Chamber, a sacred space where the logs of all the hallowed heroes of old can be kept safe from the ravages of time. Or so we thought, but this holy haven has been sullied by an unknown miscreant who took it upon themselves to tear whole pages from our beloved books and liberally dab others with ink. I'm afraid I have no idea who's committed this heinous crime, but what I do know is that as things stand, the heroic happenings of the past risk being lost forever. History itself hangs in the balance. Which is where you come in. As the hero of your own age, I must ask you to right this wrong. I must ask you to plunge into each of these volumes and set time on the right path once more. But before you dive in, you must first learn the sacred incantations that will enable you to turn back the clock. The past words. Sadly, as these were long since scattered across era, so this being so, I have entrusted my most dependable Talkals with... You know what? I'm just gonna call them Fraggles, and we're gonna end it with that. Fraggles with the momentous task of seeking them out. Should you find one of my friends here on the course of your travels, stop a moment and speak with them. With luck, they'll have learned the words that will enable you to journey through the pages of the ages. When you've learned one, you'll be able to return here and visit the varied legends of the greatest heroes known to time and space. Now, if I'm not becoming confused in my old age, young Ickle managed to find a password the other day. Come, my little tick-tock tyke, share what you have learned with our friend. Yes, sir, tick-tock, let's make this quick. Now, prick up your ears because I'll say this only once. Ickle tells Ishnai the past word he's found. You now visit Galholm on the Altar of Origins. Why not strike when time's on your side and take a closer look at the altar over there, and a whole new world of adventure awaits. Come on, there's no time like the present. Oh God. Where am I supposed to go? I don't know what I'm doing! This has suddenly become a cheating game, and I'm not sure if I like it. Do 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 do. Can I stop being stopped by enemies? Prithee hear my tale, wanderer. Thou hast wielded thy way to a one-time dwelling place of the legendary bard Galen, for whom our town has taken his name. Alas, thou hast arrived at unhappy juncture. A foul monster has had the effrontery to violate the tomb of our most famous son. Don't ask where this accent decided to come from, it just decided to come here. Thou hast purloined his most precious possession, the lyre of ire. Know that this storied instrument is no mere dusty relic. Nay, 'tis a powerful artifact indeed, and can cause monsters to flock towards whomever giveth its fabled strings the merest brush. The thief knows this all too well, and did strum upon it until this peaceful place was overrun with hideous beasts, and the townsfolk have all fled in fear of their lives. 'Tis surely the end of Galen home. That is, unless a hero can be convinced to seek out and vanquish the fiend that dare deprive us of our most hallowed treasures. Couldst thou be a hero? Yeah, sure, whatever. Truly, thou art gallant indeed. Culprit sulketh thee yet somewhere in town. Prithee, flush thee rogue out and smite thee with all thee might. Oh, and keep thy wits about thee. 'Tis oft the case the path thou seekst lieth veiled in darkness. Verily, the shadows can yield many a surprise. And many monster also. 'Tis certain that without a good deal of care, thou wilt surely perish at the hands of the creature that prowleth the town. May the spirits watch over ye. Hey, Smile! Thank you for the raid, Smile and Mr. Smile. How are y'all? Normally this isn't 2D, this is just the 2D part. So what were you playing? Can I sleep? Nope, won't let me sleep. A Fromage Fray. I mean, I love the names of some of these creatures. Back for Blood? How is that game, by the way? I'm trying to find... I'm gonna try and flee as much as I can. But the enemy blocks the way. Dang. I wonder if I leave and come back, whether that means... It's gonna be so expensive, the game itself. Yeah. Smash. Open beta right now. Yeah, it's probably gonna be about $60. Give or take. Ah. Do I get away? No, I don't. Yeah. That sucks. Past. Goodness, you say? Perhaps these are merely musings of an old man, but I have a feeling that the valid who defaced our beloved books may be attempting to rewrite history itself. But as long as you are able to visit each of the heroic ages and right the wrongs that have been brought here, the proper flow of time will be restored to each. In case you need to continue and speak with the Fraggles, I'm calling them Fraggles, who are traveling the length and breadth of area in search of the past words. More of them you learn, the more ancient ages you'll be able to visit. If anyone can find them all, put things right, it's you. It's time for you to shine, dear hero. As Fraggles, our sacred mission is to always been to ensure that the great deeds of the past remain intact for the sake of the future, but we need your help. Please, history itself hangs in the balance. I don't think we go any further with that. That at Fraggle Rock, yeah. Night, Mr. and Mrs. Freaking Smiles. Hope y'all have a good night, too. Now that we've got that distraction out of the way. Welcome back, Luminary. I heard you took a moment to listen to the mayor's request for assistance. Thank you and good luck. I'm Tickle, Ickle's uncle. Come talk to me when you decide time is right for a trip to Tickington. Wait a second, the mayor has something he wanted to pass on you. I get a proper ticking off if I forgot. Bring the past, turn back the clock. Remembers the location of the tacos. Okay. Yay for side missions! Well, I'm good at getting theme songs stuck in people's heads. Yes, yes I am. We'll quickly save. Confession. Can't think of one right now. None shall pass without. Hey, how about this pass? Very well. Everything seems to be in order. Through you go. Good boy. Hate for anything to happen to you, lone guard. Smash.
Let's go.
Chimera. Smash. Do.
Wonderful.
Need 8. Okay. Smash. Do 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 do. No, metal slimes are the hardest ones to try and get. Do 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 do.
Thank goodness.
Nice.
Not bad, eh?
Oh wow. Just from defeating one. Smash. Do do do. Actually, I had two. I don't remember how many I wanted. I need 8. So I need one more, damn it. Do 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 do.
How wonderful. Let's heat things up.
Do 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 do. Sultanate. Okay. Most likely we'll get into the city, and then see if I could get back out of the city so I could be able to level while off stream. Just want to make sure that the team isn't split up so they can level them all at once.
Just look at all these people. How marvelous. Is there some kind of festival going on, I wonder?
You know what? I don't actually regret putting her in the pig outfit.
Yes, of course. Gallopolis is the kingdom of the desert knight, isn't it? And of the racetrack where they love to compete. I think we've arrived in town just in time for the horse racing festival.
No, I don't race horses.
Well, you go play with ponies if you like. I'm off to look for the Yggdrasil branch. That's why we're here, in case you've forgotten.
Oh, let Mr. Moody No Fun go off on his own if he wants. There's nothing to stop us having a little look around while we're here.
Am I left on my own? You're leaving me alone! Okay. Let me run back outside the city and see if they're still with me. I can go into the well? I mean, I only clicked on it because I thought that, you know, there might be an interaction. I didn't mean an actual, you know, interaction. What the hell is this? I am confused. Let me grab this quest. Oh my good idea, Sir Sample Gallipopolis is renowned cactus cutlet. If so, I'm afraid I have bad news. The kitchen is currently closed. I dedicate my energies to improving the recipe. I'm certain that a golden goblet would intensify the flavor tenfold, but acquiring such an ingredient is easier said than done. The golden goblets, the cacti who carry them, are extremely vicious. Last but poses no problem for a young and no doubt vigorous individual like yourself, am I sure? Perhaps you could assist me. Fine. Most common creature. No. Tolger, sand torture me, so a good day to you. I was a painter and I'm waiting to see worthy of being immortalized by my hand. A mighty magnificent conflict unfolding on the desert. The sands have yet to oblige me. There is something missing. The sea is perfect. There's plenty of spitfires, but of course, conflict. Cataclysmic, chaotic conflict, form of wild side. Fine. Okay, so I can wander around this entire area without starting a cutscene, so I can be able to, I guess, go back and forth and level up. off stream. Anyways, sorry, I'm being distracted. Just gonna break some things. Just cuz. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna end it for tonight, because I do have a doctor's appointment in the morning. Handsome fella, price is good. Puff puff, no. No puff puff. Alright, this is Ishnai Ciarfox. I hope you have a good... Let me face that actual camera. This is Ishnai Ciarfox. I hope you have a good day or night, whenever it is, wherever it is you currently are. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like... Sorry. Like and subscribe and comment. Love y'all so much. Bye!